Morning, Steve Free in Chicago with the morning grain comments. Well, it's USDA report day, so after the report, we'll put out another video and let you know, number one, what they said, and number two, the market reaction. Again, the market's expecting them to raise Brazilian corn and soybean production, which we'll see how they let that fall into the USDA corn and soybean supply and demand. The average trade guess is expectations that the U.S. corn, soybean, and wheat supply and demand will be lowered a little bit because of higher demand. So you've got a little bit of a conflict here that the USDA analysts have to try to figure out and let everybody know. Usually the March numbers are not that big of a deal, but CONAB came out today and said that the soybean crop is going to be a little bit over 107 million tons, which is up 3 from the USDA numbers, and almost 89 million tons of corn, which is up 3 million tons. So again, the numbers are out there that suggest they'll have a higher supply. This higher supply is also offering resistance to the market. Beans are down about 6 cents. Looks like the futures chart is rolling over and going on the downside. Corn's down a penny and wheat's down a penny. So again, corn market is tough to get out of this trading range because if you go too low, farmers stop selling. If you go too high, they'll sell too much. And the wheat market, we've got a little bit closer to a weather market as we shift from looking at last year's numbers and looking ahead for next year's crop production numbers. It is still dry down the U.S. southern plains. The 11 to 15 day maps show maybe some isolated thunderstorms moving across that area. So we'll see if that materializes and if that helps. We also noted overnight crude oil prices are down sharply, and this could be just a falling apart of global supply and OPEC controls not really reducing stocks as expected. So we traded below $49 a barrel overnight, and so that weighed on Asian stocks and it weighed on most commodities. So it's also offering some resistance to the commodity markets. So anyway, at 11 o'clock we'll be a lot smarter as far as USDA, U.S. and world supply and demand numbers are concerned. March 31st report is probably a little bit more important when we talk about the first planted acres for U.S. crops for 2017 and get a handle on March 1 stocks of corn, beans, and wheat. Outside markets are weaker, and we'll just see what the USDA has to say today about the numbers. As always, these are my thoughts and not ADM or ADM Investor Services. Have a safe and profitable trading day.